Hey guys, Derrik here, welcome back to another video. I think it goes without saying that I really respect Olivia Rodrigo and all of the success she has had over the last 12 months. I mean, my first ever introduction to her was my driver's license reaction I posted in 2021, which has over 300,000 views. And since then, I've posted multiple videos on YouTube and Patreon diving deeper into her music. I just watched the movie Driving Home to You that was premiered on Disney Plus and noticed that she mentioned a very particular songwriting tool that she uses when writing new songs. If you're interested in watching the movie with me, I posted it on my Patreon. Link is in the video description. Writing songs is not easy, and if you're someone who has tried to do it before, you know this. But it's certainly a skill that can be learned, and in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly the technique Olivia mentioned in the movie and how you can apply it to your own songs to take them to the next level. Olivia is coming off a red-hot streak of success right now, and rightfully so. I mean, her debut album, Sour, has gone triple platinum in the United States, selling I think over 3 million copies. It has over 6.4 billion plays on Spotify when I added up the totals for each song. And Driver's License was one of the most dominant #1 songs in Billboard chart history in the last 30 years. That's crazy. On top of that, she just won 3 Grammys at 20 years old. I mean, the list of accolades could literally be a whole video by itself, but there's one thing I find Olivia attributes a lot of this success to, and that's songwriting. You don't have to look far to find a video of Olivia talking about how much she reveres the art of songwriting, whether it's Taylor Swift's way of storytelling, Lord's creative and unique production style, or a dream collaboration with country music artist Brandi Carlile. Olivia's passion for songwriting is what makes her, in my opinion, anything but just another bubblegum pop artist from Disney. So what is the trick that Olivia uses to take her songs to the top of the charts? Well, the answer actually isn't as complex as you might think.
And I think specificity and also authenticity are my 2 favorite things that a song can have. And I learned that from country music, I think. I think country music songs are always very specific and authentic, and I think that's why they're so heartbreaking sometimes.
If you listen to country music, honesty and descriptiveness is a pillar that can be found throughout the genre. I mean, there's an age-old saying that country music is nothing more than 3 chords and the truth. And the truth is something you find a lot of in Olivia's songs. After all, Taylor Swift, one of the greatest songwriters of this generation, in my opinion, started in country music and has been a huge influence on Olivia, who has said that she's been a Taylor Swift fan since she was 5 years old. So it makes sense why Olivia incorporates so much detail into her songwriting. Look at the song Favorite Crime, for example. The song follows a common song structure with a verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, theme, very common in all genres of music. The song is in the key of A, and it uses a pretty common chord progression too. You have an A to an F sharp minor throughout the verses, and then in the chorus, all the things I did, to a D. Very common chords. But what stands out here is in the verses, where Olivia says, "Doe-eyed as you buried me, one heart broke, 4 hands bloody." The use of adjectives here to describe a metaphorical criminal who committed a crime not only adds detail, but it's detail that supports the title of the song. Doe-eyed is used to paint the picture of her expression, but could also be considered to have a dual meaning, or sometimes referred to as a double entendre in songwriting, for the term Jane Doe, which is a placeholder term in criminal cases when the true name of a person is unknown or is being intentionally concealed. Also notice in verse 2 where she says, "You used me as an alibi, I crossed my heart as you crossed the line, and I defended you to all my friends, and now every time a siren sounds, I wonder if you're around." Defended you, crossed my heart, siren sounds, all have one thing in common. They're verbs. Great songs typically use more verbs than adjectives because our brains are wired to attend to the verbs. It's the very reason, in fact, why almost all ads or like call to action type of buttons you see on Facebook and, you know, things you see in the mall say stuff like "buy now" or "hurry, sale ends soon." That action stimulates our brains in a way that adjectives can't. But when you can use both properly by using descriptors that relate to the title or the story, they can dramatically help improve your song. I mean, take a look at the entire first verse of Driver's License. Notice how in this verse there are hardly any descriptive words at all. But what does it have? Verbs and action. Olivia turns us into a fly on the wall by using verbs that put us in the scene and exactly what she was going through at that point in time. So what do you need to do to write songs like Olivia Rodrigo? Just write from the heart and what you feel?
Goodbye, my lover. Goodbye, my friend.
I mean, in all honesty, I wish songwriting was that easy. And yes, using authentic detail and specifics is important, but how do you do that and how do you apply it to your own songs? Well, I think there's a question you can ask yourself when you're writing a new song, and that is, does my song include action, imagery, and detail? If one of those elements is missing, then you should rewrite it until it has all three. As a general rule, verses are where you want more of the detail and the choruses are used as more of a summation of what was said in the verse. Artists like Taylor, Ed do this all the time, and doing it effectively takes practice, but if you're including those key components within your song and you're painting a picture in the listener's mind through actionable storytelling, your songs will improve. And if you can do this by using more verbs than adjectives, they'll be even better. Be authentic, write songs for you, and remind yourself that songwriting is a skill that can be learned and improved with practice. Not everyone was born as a good songwriter. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.